All right, let's get this show on the road. Okay, anyhow, guys. Hello, guys. What is up? My name is Dylan. Welcome to the Popcorn Podcast. This is episode 111. My guest today is a face who has appeared on the podcast a couple of times before. But just in case any of you new people were watching, do you want to reintroduce yourself, I want to say?
Hello, everyone. My name's Chris. I'm a film fan, big, massive Marvel fan, comic book fan.
Yeah, if you can tell by the T-shirts.
Repping the set today.
Myself and Chris have been friends since we were 11 years old. We became friends at the start of secondary school. And ever since, our friendship has, continued to grow and evolve over the years. But one thing has stayed in common, and that is our love for comic book films and the cinema essentially. But of course, Chris has appeared on the podcast a couple of times talking about. I think the first episode you appeared on was our second ever episode. We reviewed Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and then since then you've been on for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and then also we did a sort of Marvel catch up where I had a rant about Madam Web, which you have not yet seen. Correct? I wouldn't recommend it. Anyhow. Chris is on the couch, but what Chris has never done before is a round of quickfire questions. So this is a good opportunity for you guys to sit back and listen to some of his favorites, some of his not so favorites. So we're going to fly through these. Chris, are you ready for your quickfire questions?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Straight up. What is your favorite film?
Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver?
It's changed. It used to be The Faculty.
What the hell?
But I just watched Taxi Driver recently, and I've watched it about 7 times since. But it's taken the spot. Taxi Driver.
Wow, there you go. I know Chris very well. I did not know you've got a new favorite. What the hell? What is a film that makes you laugh?
The Mask.
The Mask is great. What is a film that makes you cry?
Toy Story 3. When Andy was handing his toy to the young girl.
Bonnie.
Yeah.
What is a film you think is underrated?
Predestination.
I showed you.
You showed me that film.
The
thing is, it's not overrated. I think it just doesn't have the same recognition as other films.
It's underseen.
Yeah.
Nobody has seen this film. If you haven't seen Predestination,
Great.
You won't be the same person you are after it. You were before it. What the fuck? I fumbled my first. What is a film you think is overrated?
Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool. Oh, can I just say, I'm glad we crossed that bridge early on in this episode, because I didn't know how you felt about Deadpool and Wolverine, because it is actually the one MCU or two MCU films that me and Chris have not seen together, or something like that. Yeah. Anyhow, Deadpool and Wolverine, correct. I would actually agree with that. What is your favorite or one of your favorite performances in a film?
So we'll see, but I'm going to go with Joe Cole in A Prayer Before Dawn.
Wow. There you go.
And we watched this together.
Yes, we did.
I showed you this film.
The two Thai boxing films you've shown me is Only God Forgives and Prayer Before Dawn. Prayer Before Dawn is a brilliant. I think it is a British film. It's a British film, obviously starring Joe Cole, and obviously he's a boxer that is sort of involved in the sort of criminal underworld of Thailand as well. At the same time, it's a really based on a true story. So Joe Cole, if you guys don't know, he was in Green Room, but he's also in Peaky Blinders as well. So there you go. That's a great pick.
Like, great performance, yeah.
What is your favourite cinema to go to?
Cineworld Leicester Square.
Cineworld Leicester Square.
Shout out to Cinerex in Nafbakdor, where I'm from. Open air cinema, but if you're going to watch a film there...
And Nafbakdor is in?
Greece,
just in case you didn't understand that. What is a bad film that you love?
Epic movie. It's a spoof movie. I love it. It's so funny. It's jokes.
All right. What is your biggest film, Ick or Red Flag?
Biggest film. Someone who won't watch a film because it's either old or it's in black and white.
Perfect. Great example. What is your biggest film, Green Flag?
Somebody who doesn't go on their phone whilst in the cinema.
This should be a standard. I can't believe this is. This is a stand. This should be a standard thing.
Just in the film, in general, I guess.
What is your favorite film score?
Spider-Man main title, Danny Elfman, Spider-Man. Okay, that's it. It is a fantastic pick and very nostalgic for the pair of us. Horror or comedy? Horror.
Sci-fi or fantasy?
For film, I think sci-fi. TV's fantasy. Series fantasy.
Blockbuster or indie?
If I could go somewhere in between, I would, but blockbuster.
What is a film you wish you watched in the cinema?
Oh, The Dark Knight. I haven't seen it in the cinema.
There are opportunities to watch. I'm just saying. Well, next time I'm going to take you.
What do you want to watch in the cinema?
Who is a director whose work you want to watch more of?
Yorgos Lanthimos. I don't think I've actually seen a film from him.
That's your Greek boy, bro.
I know. That's why I need to support him.
Yeah. He's literally like one of the I mean, one of the greats working today, so get on it, man. Speaking of which, what do you think is a good Yorgos Lanthimos film for Chris to start? My pick, I would say, for you to do an easy way in, I would say, is either Killing of a Sacred Deer or Poor Things. I think those two are more accessible compared to some of his other works.
Yeah.
Or maybe even Begonia. But Begonia might be a bit too radical, I think, for a starting mission. If you were stuck on a desert island, Chris, what 4 films would you take with you?
Spider-Man.
Yep.
Taxi Driver.
Yep.
Probably
Spider-Man or Spider-Man 2?
I'd have to do the first Spider-Man.
Okay,
just
fine.
the hope and everything in it. Everything it embodies. I love it too much.
Back to formula.
The Mask and a film called The Gospel of John 2003. It's essentially just a film verbatim of the Gospel of John.
Sure.
Version.
Gotta bring that religious spirit with you. Gotta keep God close.
Gotta have some hope somehow on a deserted island.
I mean, to be fair, like Taxi Driver, I'd say watch Taxi Driver first, then
yeah. Bit of a mix.
Yeah. And finally, Chris, what is your favorite film of 2026 so far, and what is your most anticipated film for the rest of the year?
Okay, so for my favorite film, it would have to be Predator Badlands. It came out at the start of 2026, didn't it? If I remember correctly.
I think it came out last year, bro. We saw it last year.
It wasn't last year. It
was last year. It was last year.
Okay, best film of 2026.
We'll come back to we'll come back to favorite film of 2026 so far. What is your most anticipated for the rest of the year?
My most anticipated film? Oh, it has to be Brand New Day.
Brand New Day.
Brand New Day of Doomsday.
Damn. Any particular reason? Without getting into it too much.
I just think that with the characters, you've got the Punisher, you've got Daredevil, you've got Spider-Man all in one. You've got a new Spider-Man.
Hopefully,
yeah. We'll hope. You can hope so. I think there's been more hype around it. I don't think there's been as much hype around Doomsday this time around.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Those are the quickfire questions. And I think that was a great note to leave it on. Speaking of Doomsday, Chris and I had planned to meet up for this episode for mainly one reason, and that was to essentially react to and sort of almost break down and give some predictions for Avengers Doomsday, because kind of the way the internet was sort of leading on it last week, as of when this episode is coming out, was the trailer was going to drop, I think, on April the 16th. But what actually happened was the trailer was seen by some people, but those people were the people at CinemaCon in Las Vegas. So they have obviously seen a full trailer for Avengers Doomsday, which is dropping on December 18th of this year. And yeah, very lucky to do so. And we're not quite sure when the trailer is going to drop. So we haven't seen a trailer as of when this has been recorded. Who knows? Maybe by the time this comes out, who knows? But essentially, me and Chris, we didn't want to cancel the episode. We didn't want to cancel the meetup, Any chance to talk about Marvel or movies, we're going to jump on this ASAP. So what we decided to do, or what we are deciding to do, guys, if you haven't seen already by the title of the video, is we are going to do an MCU film tier list. So I'm sure some of you guys already know how this kind of thing works. We're going to go through every single film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, all the way from Iron Man in 2008 to last year's Fantastic Four First Steps, and we are going to place them in a tier, essentially. So the tiers that we have got is, starting at the bottom is E tier. Then we go up a level, D tier. Then we go up another level, C tier. Then we go up another level to B tier. We got one more level to A tier. No, we don't go up one more level because we've got another level, God tier. So we've got God tier, A, B, C, D, and E. So quite a lot of tiers here, but quite a lot of films. So I figured there's no way to really kind of explain further. We're just going to jump straight in there. And I guess we're going to figure out a ranking as we go along. Chris and I would say for the majority of, I want to say half the MCU films, I think me and Chris have a similar opinion. I do think in the latter half, this is where me and Chris's opinions and tastes slightly start to vary and change. But the idea is we're going to have to come to a mutual agreement here. And I just thought of this. Let's do a Uno card. We both get one Uno card. So if we disagree on a film, if we place the Uno card, it's a veto. So if I feel strongly about a film and I want to place the Uno card down, I don't know why I'm calling it an Uno card, a veto card. Place the veto card down. That we're going with that.
Agreed, yeah.
So we get one film to do that, okay?
All right, I like that.
Let's go. Let's happy ranking. Happy ranking. One muffle of the mic and that could have turned into something else. Right.
All right.
Okay, let's start with 2008. Big year for films. Yeah. Like you mentioned, The Dark Knight, which was, huge. But of course, little did we know at the time that a little film called Iron Man, directed by Jon Favreau, would kickstart what would become the most successful movie franchise of all time. So Iron Man 1. I mean, it's a film that both of us love and look back on very fondly. It gave us one of the greatest castings in Hollywood ever with Robert Downey Jr. Very, very strong film. Still holds up.
Yep.
What are we thinking?
I think it's got to go A tier.
A tier, I would agree with that because I don't think it's quite God tier.
I don't think it's quite. I don't think it is quite God tier. But because it's the film that kicks it off, I could watch it now and it would still I'd still be so much fun for it.
Yeah. And Robert Downey Jr. is fantastic. Yeah. Also, just sort of the practical effects in it as well. It doesn't have the schlock of CGI that a lot of MCU films have nowadays. It feels very tangible. It feels very tactile a lot of the time. And it has some great moments. The first flight scene there's obviously when he escapes from the cave, but also the first flight scene in Mark II, where he just sort of solves the freezing effect. Brilliant scene. And then it has Gwyneth Paltrow. Jeff Bridges as Obadiah Stane. Really solid film and great film actually. And we love Iron Man. Moving on, later that year was, or I would say the next month actually, came The Incredible Hulk, which was Edward Norton. Now, of course, Hulk is
my favorite.
Hulk is Chris's favorite character. You're not using your veto card here right now, are you?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm not. I'm just because.
Of course. So, what are we thinking about Hulk?
I'm personally going to put it B or C tier.
C tier. Okay, interesting.
B or C tier.
Yeah, I think closer to the time when it came out, really wasn't looked on fondly. But I think considering the trajectory of the MCU, I feel like a lot of people are looking back on Incredible Hulk as like not being like, oh my god, it's a masterpiece or it's one of the best films in the MCU, but more so looking fondly on it as like this was actually pretty decent compared to some of the stuff we've got out.
Yeah. I think in the grand scheme of things, it's a pretty decent.
Yeah, and it also has one of the best fights still with Hulk versus the Abomination, which I think is fantastic.
Very true.
I would agree. Let's go C tier. I want to say.
Yeah,
C tier.
I'm happy with that.
C tier. All right. Up next, Iron Man 2. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Russian. What are we thinking?
B tier.
B.
I don't think it's A tier. I don't think
B tier.
Do you think it's as good as the first Iron Man?
No. I think it's significantly.
You think it's a lot worse?
A drop down, yeah.
You think C tier or D tier?
I'm saying C tier. Because I think we haven't really figured out what B tier is. Okay. Because I think the more we start putting films in B tier, then you'll realize Iron Man 2 is not a B tier film. I think it's C tier. I think I slightly prefer it to The Incredible Hulk, I think. Because there's a lot more juice behind it. Okay. A little more flashy. It doesn't really work. Justin Hammer's fantastic. Sam Rockwell as Justin Hammer's, I think, one of the best MCU castings. That little dance he does on stage. But yeah, nowhere near as good as Iron Man 1. I think it's a C tier film.
Okay, I see what you mean. You've convinced me. I think the only reason I was going for B tier because it is better than the Incredible Hulk. I think
it is. I think it's a little bit better than the Incredible.
But within the same bracket,
I would say so. I think it's a solid C tier. See, this is what I mean.
C+.
We're going to start figuring out the tiers a bit more.
Okay.
So what we're going C+ to Iron Man 2. Right. Thor in 2011. What are we thinking for Thor?
I think it's got to be. I think B tier.
You think B tier?
I wouldn't put it in A tier. I don't think it deserves to be an A tier, but I'd say mid to high B tier.
You see, I think it's like a B or C tier, but I'm gonna go B. But I'm gonna get this hot take out nice and early. This first Thor film is still my favorite Thor film.
That's valid. 100%.
Yeah,
that's so valid.
Because I'm not a huge fan of Ragnarok. Like I can appreciate it's actually might be a better film for the majority of audiences, but I just don't like how comical that character has become, and there's no jeopardy or stakes for me with Thor. No, well, at least the first Thor film, it's this origins story about a royal, basically a prince who goes from an arrogant idiot to someone who is worthy of the power of Thor, essentially. What do you think?
Do you know what? I think you're right, because if we're thinking, we have to think of this as a whole, ranking everything, not just as the film.
I'm saying
I think C tier.
C.
I agree.
I think it's a high C.
I agree.
High C tier, I think, for the purpose. Yeah. High C tier. Okay, so what we're finding out so far is there's a lot of C's in this first phase of the MCU so far. Let's move on. The next film we have, of course, is Captain America: The First Avenger. A couple months after Thor that came out. What are we thinking?
I think for me, this is solid B tier.
I would agree.
I think for me, the reason why the villain in as Hugo Weaving as the Red Skull, brilliant. I think the story, the guy, the little guy who gets the serum. And
I could do this all day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think also it's really interesting to look back on the first Avenger to see the amount of like callbacks to it later on in the series, like with Endgame, and so I can do this all day, you know, and even the time travel aspect, like it's because Steve Rogers, of course, is one of the centerpieces of the MCU. So I think that film has actually gotten better over time a little bit. So I would agree. I think it's a low B, but it's a B nonetheless. Yeah. Okay, now we're here with the big boy, the film, or one of the films that changed our lives forever, The Avengers, April 2012. What are we thinking?
I don't know if you're going to agree with me.
What, you think A tier?
Yeah, I think A tier.
It's not God tier. Wow, this is...
I think if you have to put... I just think there's so many other films that outshine The Avengers.
Wow.
If you're talking about a cinema experience, if you're talking about cinema experience, for open day, you go there, like, we remember that film like it was yesterday.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
For me, it's just not... It just doesn't hold the same level as some of the other films. Wow. If you're talking about as a film, as how good the film is...
Interesting.
There's other I don't think you expected that from me.
No, because obviously it was such a big thing for us, and like that was one of the great cinema experiences of our lives. And I still think it holds up very well, and it obviously like established these characters, what it did for Hollywood moving forward in terms of what you could do with the franchises, but also establishing this whole new like sense of collaboration, but also the humor of the MCU, which I know we've of course gone tired of a little bit, but yeah. I think it was a game changer here. I'm not going to use my Uno card, but I would say like if you were leaving this up to me, it'd be between God tier and A tier.
I'd say high. I would have said high A tier. Would you have said low God tier?
No, 100% high A tier. Let's go Avengers A tier, because let's go The Avengers as A tier. Some of you guys watching are going to be like, what the hell are we doing? But hey, maybe we will.
Maybe we're just old and cynical.
Yeah, maybe. All right, moving on. The first film after the Avengers Assemble is Iron Man 3.
C tier.
C tier.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I think Iron Man 3 is a solid C tier. I think it's interesting. Again, I think as the Iron Man films have gone along, like the stakes for me have just gotten lower and lower.
Yeah.
The whole Mandarin thing, I know I wasn't a huge fan of like them sort of using Ben Kingsley and then, you know, he's this guy, Trevor, you know. Yeah. For me, it was the start of like the tedious nature of humor that I found with the MCU, I think. So yeah, I would agree. C tier. Wow. So far we've got nothing in God tier, nothing in D tier, nothing in E tier. Yeah, let's see. Up next we have what is widely considered to be one of, if not the worst MCU film, that is Thor: The Dark World. What are we doing?
What's the lowest? D.
E.
D tier. I don't.
You think E?
I think E or D. It can go to E or D.
I think I'm gonna go D.
Okay.
Tier, because
I'm gonna go D tier.
Because for me, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of the kind of how they turned Thor into a joke, and I think like this film is not great at all, but it still does have stakes, and I do actually think the film has some standout moments, or a few standout moments. One of which is Frigga's death, and the whole like funeral scene is amazing, and all of that stuff I really liked, and I do think the film has stakes. So I will agree with you. I'm gonna go Thor: The Dark World is in D tier. Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
God tier.
I think there's no argument. There's no argument here.
Some of the best fight scenes in the whole of it.
Woo! The highway fight.
Oh man.
Let's go. Yeah. One of the very, very best of the MCU. The Winter Soldier. Absolutely. God tier gets its first contestant. Contestant? What the fuck? All right. Speaking of God tier, Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh no.
That's got to go. That has to go.
Yeah, it has to. Bro, it has to.
It has to go God tier as well.
God tier. That is a double God tier. Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy. I would. Yeah. I mean, like Guardians of the Galaxy, I think is a perfect example of the MCU humor done to the best it can be.
Yeah.
But also still having stakes, and having the film be about something that is not just a CGI fest, but instead something much more profound, I guess, at the core of it. Taking this band of misfits and transforming them into essentially icons of you know, franchise cinema. Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket Raccoon, Drax, the list goes on. So Guardians of the Galaxy, that is another God tier film for us. Moving on, we've got Avengers: Age of Ultron. What are we going for?
Oh, I might have to change one of my rankings before now.
We can't change it.
No.
What was the ranking change?
I might have to put Avengers at God tier and then
I told you!
Age of Ultron at B tier, A tier.
You think Age of Ultron is
A, B tier. Very high B tier.
I think it's a high B.
You could convince me at A. You could convince me at A, but it's very high.
I think it's a high beta. I think it's beta.
Okay.
Are we agreeing or are we going?
Let's keep it a B tier then.
Yeah, I think it's a very high beta. Eli's not going to be happy. Yeah, I would put Age of Ultron.
I think Ultron was the standout of the film. I think he was the standout in terms of his, like, everything, that his dialogue,
his monologues,
yeah, great,
etc. But then also just used for the one film, one done.
Yeah,
and I do agree. I do like Ultron in the film. I actually think Ultron's best representation in the MCU came with What If. Have you seen What If?
Yeah. When he has the
Infinity. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I think that's still the best, most terrifying version.
Yeah, because that's the Ultron that should have been.
Yeah.
With the in his Vision body.
Yeah. 21 is Ant-Man.
Oh, I did actually like Ant-Man, but is it A tier?
No, it's not A tier. It's definitely not A tier for me. Sorry. I'm going
B tier then. It can't be. You can't put.
But Ant-Man is not on the level of Age of Ultron. I'm going high C, man.
Okay.
In C, we've got Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, and Iron Man 3.
Okay.
But it's better than those, isn't it?
It is. But I remember liking Ant-Man. I remember it being genuinely funny. Okay, yeah, no. Now that I'm thinking more about the film, I'm happy with C. No, I'm happy with C.
C?
I'm happy with C.
All right. There we go. Some people are going to be like, you did Ant-Man dirty. But there you go, guys. It's gut reaction. Anyhow, up next, we've got Captain America Civil War.
God tier.
You think it's God tier?
I think it's God tier.
People are going to go, what am I pausing for? I do think... I still just do very much prefer Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy to Civil War, I think. Because I think Civil War could have bine like Civil War in the comics.
Yeah,
like this huge thing. And I'm not saying like, oh, yes, we have to be like the comics. But you know what? I'll change my mind. Let's go God tier because it's better than Iron Man 1. No. I'm sorry. No, we're doing A tier. I'm sorry. I'm putting the undercard up.
Okay,
I'm putting the undercard because if we put the Avengers and Iron Man in A tier, I'm putting Civil War in there. People are going to be like, you're crazy. Civil War is the best film in the MCU. But for me, Civil War still is in the shadow a little bit of the Winter Soldier. Yeah. I think Winter Soldier is that God tier Captain America film. And I think Civil War, even though it introduces Black Panther, even though Baron Zemo, I think, is still one of the most intellectually villainous great characters there is, and it sort of did the fallout of the Avengers. The main battle takes place in a grayscale airport, and it's devoid of any kind of creativity. And obviously, it introduced Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and stuff like that. But I'm sorry, like, if in the hands of other filmmakers, Joe Russo and Anthony Russo are fantastic filmmakers, but I think for every 5 things I love about Civil War, there's one thing I really don't like or I wish they did differently. For example, the big confrontation, I think.
Okay.
But I will say the final fight between Winter Soldier, Cap, and Iron Man is, I think, a standout. So I'm going to go A tier. Sorry, guys. That's my Uno card.
That's fine.
I've put it down.
That's fine.
Put it down.
That's fine.
Okay, moving on. Doctor Strange.
Remind me what's in beta?
First Avenger and Age of Ultron.
First Avenger and Age of Ultron in beta. Doctor Strange. I'm going to have to go... It's either really high C or low B. I think I really liked Doctor Strange, but...
I'm going C, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's actually as good as people think it is. I don't actually, like... I think it's cool and everyone's like, oh my God, it's so good because it's doing the whole Inception thing and it's so cerebral and it's so wacky. I don't actually think the film is actually that great. I think it's cool with Dormammu. I think it's like Tilda Swinton's cool in it, and Mads Mikkelsen I think is a completely wasted villain. That pissed me off. How are you going to waste an actor like Mads Mikkelsen? So yeah, I actually think it's a C tier film. And sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Sorry to anyone who, disagrees, but there you go. Oh my God, you guys don't read the comics. Oh, shut up. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Oh, I thought this was a lot more forgettable than the first film.
Yeah.
So might have to go C tier again.
You think C tier?
Would you go lower?
No, I'd go higher.
Go higher?
I'd go higher. I know a lot of people don't like Guardians 2, but I think that film is still bursting with creativity. It's still a really fun time. It's not quite as good as 1 or 3.
I don't know. What's in beta?
First Avenger and Age of Ultron.
You think it's on the same level as First Avenger and Age of Ultron?
Yeah, but for different reasons. I actually kind of like Guardians 2. Fuck it. I'm happy to shake and go see it. No, if you don't feel B,
nah, I don't think it's a.
Okay,
I just don't think it's a B tier film.
That's fine. We're gonna go see it. Guardians 2. R.I.P. Guardians 2. I actually really like it, but not really like it. But I think it's.
You can make an argument, but it'd have to be a good argument.
Yeah, well, and we don't have the time to debate these things, so we're gonna have to shake and go see it. Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I'm gonna go beta.
I agree. I think it's beta as well.
I think that's a very solid beta.
Yeah,
that's like a baseline beta.
Yeah, a lot of John Hughes influences, really cool. And when we watched it in the cinema, the twist was fantastic.
Yep.
I remember we came back from Zante that day from the Lads on Tour trip, and literally got back from the airport in the middle of the afternoon, showered, got on the train, went to Leicester Square, watched Spider-Man: Homecoming. The twist was fantastic with
I thought it was great.
with Michael Keaton. I think that was brilliant. And obviously, like one of the first huge films with Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and so yeah, I really like Homecoming. It's cool. It's cool. Moving on, we've got Thor: Ragnarok.
I'm gonna go. See, the thing is, this is a really difficult one to rank because.
No, it's our personal ranking. We have to say it personally.
Okay.
No one wants the mass opinions here. Sorry, guys.
Okay. I'm going to have to go C tier.
C tier.
I'm going to have to go C tier. You'd probably go lower, wouldn't you?
No. I'm going C tier. No, I'm not that bad.
Okay.
I'll go C tier. I appreciate it, and I like the casting of Cate Blanchett in it.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate aspects of Taika Waititi. I think that the problem is I just fundamentally don't like Taika Waititi taking the reins of the character. I think
it's a different character. It's a completely different character.
Different character, and I understand a lot of people are like, yeah, but he was boring before, and they just now he's funny and interesting and whatnot. I think that actually the perfect version of Thor is like the Infinity War version.
Yes,
of Thor. That's the version I've loved seeing the most. But yeah, I put Ragnarok in C. So God knows what we're going to do with Love and Thunder when we get to it. But
I know.
Yeah, because the D&E tiers are looking a little lonely. So
yeah, let's.
I
think I need to be a bit stricter.
Black Panther. This is an easy beat.
I think it's A tier. Would you go B tier?
I'm going B tier.
I don't know, man.
This is like personal preference, I feel like. I don't think it's as good as Civil War. I don't think it's as good as the first Avengers. I don't think it's quite as good as Iron Man 1. Personal preference. But I do think the third act of Black Panther lets it down a little bit. Everything else, I think what Ryan Coogler is doing is fantastic. Michael B. Jordan is one of the best villains in there. Ludwig Göransson's score is one of, if not the best score in the MCU here. It's the cooking of these truly great artists coming together to basically show the world a new... So, I'm not saying it's showing a new culture, but showing it on this kind of stage and platform, I think it's fantastic. A lot of Black Panther works for me. The third act just really doesn't work for me. And that's why kind of on rewatches, I haven't really loved it as much. So that's why I'm going B tier.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I'm not going to veto that, but...
You've still got your veto card.
I'm saving it.
Okay. Right. We get to the big one. Infinity War.
Let's
do it.
Got to. Very easy. Got to.
Best film in the MCU?
Nah.
Oh,
I don't know. Not for me. I think it's.
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it potentially. Okay, so following Infinity War, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That's got to be D tier, I think.
Yeah, it's got to go D tier. I think it's kind of fun.
Very forgettable film.
Yeah, I like Walton Goggins in it.
Walton Goggins. Oh yeah.
Right here, right now. Dead on his. Yeah. That was a Hateful Eight reference. If anyone, Captain Marvel, the first Captain Marvel film.
Oh. I might have to go.
No.
I might have to go F tier.
There's no F tier. There's E tier.
E tier.
You think?
I don't
think it's that bad. It's not that bad.
I just really didn't like it.
It's not E tier. E tier is like the worst.
Okay. Maybe that is a bit harsh. I agree.
I'll go D. D tier is, I think,
I'd say low D. Okay, fine. Low D tier. I don't want to veto it because fair enough.
I think there are worse.
It's not an E tier. Trust me, bro. It's not an E tier.
There's worse films.
Yeah, I think it's just very. I just think it's so dull. That's what I think. I just think it's so unbelievably dull, and the fact that it's come out between Infinity War and Endgame does not help its case as well. Anyhow, moving on. Avengers Endgame.
Got
to. Sorry, there you go, guys. Oh wait, Endgame isn't even as good as Infinity War. Oh, it's not even the best. Shh.
No.
Endgame, you can't touch it, bro. You can't. Infinity War might be the better film.
Yeah.
The things that Endgame did, irreplaceable. Yeah.
Actually, the culmination of all of these films
is God tier. It's straight God tier. It's the easiest God tier I've given this entire list so far. Anyways, moving on. Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Ooh. Oh, that's difficult.
I think we're going C or B.
C or B. But I'm actually happy. It's high C, low B.
I agree. B. So I'm going to go C.
High C.
I'm going C because it's not as good as...
Caveat as high C then.
Okay, yeah. Far From Home, high C. Okay. Another somewhat underwhelming film, Black Widow.
See, this is the thing that I could easily put this in E, but I think that's a bit harsh.
It's not E.
I think it's a bit harsh.
I think it's also D tier.
I think it is a D tier, but I would put it in E tier.
No way, bro. There's no way. Thor the Dark...
to do that to Taskmaster's mad.
Sure, fine.
Mad.
Sure. It's better than The Dark World, I think.
Okay.
It's better than Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think. Well, at least it's more interesting. It's better than Captain Marvel, I think. It introduces Yelena Belova, Florence Pugh's introduction to the thing. Rachel Weisz and David Harbour doing great things. They're a fun family unit. And ultimately, it is like the satisfaction of finally seeing Scarlett Johansson in a solo film, Black Widow. Far too late, but then... And then you have like... What's his name? Oh my God, Ray Winston.
Ray Winston, yeah. Of all people.
Shut up, bro. And then, they did ruin Taskmaster. But I do think the film does have a lot of heart and it's doing...
I think with Yelena there as well.
Yeah, some of the fight scenes are cool.
Yeah.
Like some of the Black Widow versus Taskmaster fight scenes are somewhat cool. I think I'd give it that. But yeah, I'd go D tier. I'm not going C tier. I'm not going E tier. It's not.
Yeah, I think
unless you want to veto me.
No, but only because I'm being harsh. Sure. Only because I know I'm being harsh.
Sure. Up next, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I think that's. Can you let me know what's in B tier again, because I need to think.
First Avenger, Age of Ultron, Homecoming, Black Panther. I'm going B tier.
I'm gonna go.
It's not Civil War, the Avengers, Iron Man, bro.
No, I wouldn't have given it. I would have went C tier.
Oh no,
bro!
No,
I'll tell you what. I just
no. Are you kidding me? It has the best MCU hand-to-hand fight. It has Tony fucking Lung in it.
I know, but
it also has one of the best musical scores in the MCU. Yes, it's not quite.
Do you know what? I'll give it a B tier because the way it explores that world, I do like the way they're branching off into different parts of the MCU and different parts from the comics. And obviously how powerful the Ten Rings are. And the fight scenes as well.
The fight scenes are fucking awesome, bro. They're so cool.
I'd go low B tier, but B tier not.
I think it's a solid B.
For me, low B.
There you go.
For me, low B.
I mean, I think we've...
Sorry, guys. I apologise for any...
No, I think Shang-Chi's a fairly mixed film, a lot of people, I think. Eternals. I'm going C. I know you give it a low. I know you want to give it a little lower. I think it's because of how vastly different it is to any other MCU film. Yeah, it's not fantastic, and it's quite earthy and it's quite like muted in a lot of senses. But at the end of the day, like this is a story about not kind of superheroes, but these almost Greek gods, basically.
Yeah.
And I think the way that it was kind of left was just kind of like that entire segment of the MCU is completely directionless.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy kind of watching that and pretending it doesn't exist as part of the MCU. That's what I think it is. I think it's like if you're like as an MCU film, I don't think it's quite, it's not quite out there. I think as a standalone film, I think it's got some interesting ideas in it.
Yeah, of course. But
so I would go C tier, but you would.
I'm gonna have to veto you.
You're gonna veto me.
Yeah, I'm gonna veto you and put D tier. Sorry, I'm so sorry, but
wow.
I just didn't really.
Fine.
I just couldn't get behind.
Well, we have both used our
shame.
veto cards. The Eternals has
D tier.
Found a hater in the D tier. Right, up next, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
God tier.
You think God tier?
I think God tier.
A lot of people would actually disagree with this. But again, I think purely for the act of actually bringing these 3 generations of Spider-Man together, the reaction we had at the cinema, another like, similar to Endgame, but for different reasons, not quite to the same level, but incredible, like almost like pride that we had watching that and seeing that happen, and a huge moment for especially us as well.
Yeah.
The fact that me and you got to sit in a cinema together and see Tobey fucking Maguire back in a Spider-Man suit in another film.
Willem Dafoe didn't lose us. It's as if he
jumped back on from Raimi's films. Yeah. Alfred Molina back as Doc Ock.
Mad.
I'm going
Andrew Garfield as well,
bro. It's
TASM 3, please.
I realize this episode hasn't actually been much of a podcast. It's just been me and Chris being like, I got it. But it's been fun. It's been good. Yeah. We still got a couple more to go through. So after No Way Home, we've got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Sam Raimi comes back to direct this. I don't hate this as much as most people, but you take
I don't like this film.
So where are you putting it?
I think.
Don't you dare put it E tier.
No. I was gonna put
D tier.
I was gonna put D tier, but okay. Let me know what's in C tier again quickly.
Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Iron Man 3, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange.
Okay.
So you're going D tier.
I'm gonna. For me personally, D tier. What do you think? If you can convince
I would go C tier. I think for me, this is a mad take, but again, I kind of prefer it to the first Doctor Strange film because
that is a mad take.
Because Raimi is just giving, even though it's a crap script and a lot of it's not working.
CGI as well.
The CGI is not great. He's doing so much like of Raimi horror in it, and he's like just infusing it with so much Raimi-isms and such wacky filmmaking that we have never seen in an MCU film. Like he's doing basically Evil Dead by the end of it with all these zombies. Like he's literally, it's a filmmaker who has had a legacy of coming off the back of doing these really like pivotal horror films and these wacky horror films, and now he's somehow able to take that. I think I kind of like the idea of what Doctor Strange represents as opposed to maybe the actual film.
Okay.
But I think Sam Raimi, I don't know, he clearly had a little more control over this one than Spider-Man 3, but still, it's not a fantastic film, but I think on a personal level, I would put it C tier. It's just interesting, I think, for me.
I think I'll concede to that.
Really? Okay. C. I think it's a low C. Multiverse
if you say low C,
madness. A lot of people watching this will be like, what the
yeah, I know.
Okay. What the hell? Have I pissed a lot of people off so far?
Probably.
Here we go. Thor, Love and Thunder. Just do it.
E tier.
E tier gets its first victim.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's nothing. This has got nothing to do with Christian Bale. It's got nothing.
Oh, no, not
with his acting, because he's a great actor. I love him. But waste of a character.
Yeah.
Waste
or the
of
God
character.
Butcher. The only thing that was butchered was this film. Anyhow, moving on. Next up, we have Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
C tier.
C tier.
Maybe, would you put it in D tier?
No, I'd go C tier.
Okay.
Just again, Ryan Coogler is like still giving it a lot. Like there's some great moments, and especially like there's a fight that happens with Okoye on the bridge.
Yeah.
No music, fantastic. Speaking of music, Ludwig Göransson's banging it again. It's just brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
Visually, it's spectacular. Namor is very cool, and that whole backstory is very cool. But as an entire collective piece, I don't think it works as well.
A film.
And again, once again, it gets very CGI heavy towards the end, I think. Up next, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
That could be another E tier.
Yeah, I'm going.
Could be another E tier.
I'm going E tier. Up next, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I think that ended the trilogy on a high note, to be honest. But I don't know, because we did the podcast on this, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I don't know if your opinion's changed, but I'd have to go either high C or low B. But you'd probably go really low, wouldn't you? Or would you go higher? A tier? Go on, say.
I think you could make an argument for Volume 3 in God tier.
No.
I think you can make an argument for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 being the best in the trilogy. I won't go there for this episode, But I think there's an argument. I would go A tier, a solid, comfortable A tier. You've only seen the film once. When I rewatched this film, I had this.
I still remember the no sleep. Till.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. But like, I think it is so like the balance of that James Gunn finds with the dark tragedy of Rocket Raccoon, but still the humor and the sense of hope of the Guardians, and fuses like I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's darker in tone. I think practically it's doing some amazing things with costumes and all that stuff. It's such an emotional gut punch for me. I think that entire film, and it has one of the great action sequences in the MCU with the one take in the car. That's brilliant stuff.
That was great.
You watched it once, I'm telling you. Watch it again. You think C tier? Fuck off.
No, I'm happy to concede to B tier. I can't say.
No, I'm saying A tier, but bro, this is A tier. I'm telling you right now. I'm
sad. I'm sad. I didn't use my veto for this. I'm sad,
bro. I want this fucking veto right now, bro. I'm telling you. I like I said, I think you can make an argument that's God tier. I genuinely believe that. I
agree with you.
We've got to come to an agreement right now.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll put it as A tier because you let me put Avengers as A tier. So let's put it A tier.
Sure. I don't think it's quite exactly equal on that front. Okay. So I appreciate it. But let me tell you something. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Bro, give it a rewatch. It is truly like in the first watch. I was like, yeah, it's good. I don't love it. Second watch, this is fucking amazing. Okay. So up next we have The Marvels.
The only saving grace of that film was the end credits.
No.
No. Oh, man.
I'm happy to shake on your rating if you want. Because I know where you're going to put it.
A D tier. I'll put it D tier.
D?
You were going to put it higher.
No, I was going to put it lower.
You're going to put E tier. You're going to put E?
Yeah, bro. It has, I think, the worst villain ever. What's her name? Dar-Ben.
Yeah.
What happened in that film? I can't remember it. There was like the big whole cat thing. I think Nia DaCosta is a fantastic filmmaker.
I do really like the end credits. That was great. That was just having Beast back.
Yeah, that was cool.
But you can't base a film on an end credits, so E tier is.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
C tier.
I'll go C.
Yeah,
I think
as a film.
I think actually as a film, it's worse than a C tier, but I do enjoy I just enjoy seeing Slade Wilson and Wolverine interact, and the fight scenes are cool. And again, like you just put them in a fucking sand pit. That's the best you could do. Are you serious? I love the montage, Cavalrine, the Hulk comic. It's just brilliant stuff.
Seeing all the characters, but despite all of this, the film doesn't.
It doesn't. No. When I tell you, it had one of the greatest drop-offs in quality from when I first saw it to my second watch. I was like, what the actual fuck is this film? Like, it's just such a Deadpool and Wolverine. We'll go C tier. Up next, we've got Captain America Brave New World.
E tier.
You go E?
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't think...
Really didn't like that film.
I don't think it's as bad as Love and Thunder or Quantumania or The Marvels. I'm going D.
I really didn't
Fine. We can go E. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't think this film is doing anything offensive. I just think it's so unbelievably dull and unforgettable.
You have to wait. I was bored until the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I was...
And then you see Red Hulk for like 5 minutes.
Exactly.
And then that's it.
That's the only reason why I put it in E tier. Yeah.
Thunderbolts.
B tier.
I would agree with that. Yep. Again, I think Thunderbolts is the most interesting film that the MCU has done in a while. Filmmaking wise, I think it's brilliant. Taking the guy who did Beef, and A24 collaborators to come on to do an MCU film is fantastic. The film looks great. It has Florence Pugh in it and a plethora of other great actors who really work well together. Sentry's a fantastic character, and that introduction is really cool. And this whole metaphor for mental health, I think, was really done really well. So yeah, Thunderbolts, I think we go B tier. That's a solid B. And finally, Fantastic Four First Steps. Ooh.
A, B, C.
I'm not going A. There's no way.
No, there's no way it's A. But I think that's a B. I think
for me it floats between B and C. I would say. Again, another big drop in quality between my first and second watch. So, ball's in your court. You can have the final one, bro.
I think because I'm a bit of a cynic. Let's put it as B. Let's put it B tier.
Yeah.
I did really like it. I didn't think it was amazing. Didn't think it was mid. So I did really
Okay,
like it. So.
that wraps, guys. So just to round off everything, just to go through everything. So God tier, we've got The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Infinity War, Endgame, and No Way Home. A tier, Iron Man 1, The Avengers, Civil War, and Guardians 3. B tier, Captain America the First Avenger, Age of Ultron, Homecoming, Black Panther, Shang-Chi, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. C tier, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Iron Man 3, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Guardians 2, Thor Ragnarok, Far From Home, Multiverse of Madness, Wakanda Forever, and Deadpool and Wolverine. D tier, Thor the Dark World, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. No, Ant-Man and the Wasp, sorry. Captain Marvel, Black Widow, and Eternals. And the last is the group is E tier with Love and Thunder, Quantumania, The Marvels, and Brave New World. There we go. I'm solid, happy with that.
I'm happy with that. Maybe Avengers, I'm probably gonna get a bit of hate, and I'm maybe regret my opinion, but still.
Well, there you go, guys. Hopefully, we didn't rage bait too many of you guys. Do let us know if you disagree on any of those picks. I think overall we have a somewhat decent ranking there. I want to say something like that. Agreed. But guys, we're gonna end this episode, of course, as we always do, with a couple of games. So I've got 2 games for you, Chris, both of which are comic book themes. The first of which is you got to guess the comic book film character from their alternate alias.
Okay, go on.
So I'm going to name some characters, aliases, and you're going to just attribute the character. It's a little bit of a warm-up game. Here we go. So can you guess the comic book character from their alias? So, number 1, the Caped Crusader.
Batman.
The Sorcerer Supreme.
Doctor Strange.
The God of Mischief.
Loki.
The Emerald Archer.
Green Arrow.
The Living Vampire.
Morbius.
The Clown Prince of Crime.
Joker.
The Merc with the Mouth.
Deadpool.
The Mad Titan.
Thanos.
The Man Without Fear.
Daredevil.
The Devourer of Worlds.
Galactus.
The Golden Avenger.
Sentry.
No.
Yeah, Hyperion.
Nope.
The Golden Avenger. Thor. Golden Avenger. Golden. Let me think. Golden. Who was it?
That is Iron Man.
Oh.
The Boy Wonder.
Boy Wonder. The Boy Wonder.
Remember, it's Marvel and DC.
Marvel and DC. The Boy Wonder. I actually don't know.
That is Robin.
I was thinking of Robin.
The Cosmic Cowboy.
Cosmic Cowboy. Star-Lord.
That is correct. God of Light.
God of Light. God of Light. God of Light. Venom.
Nope.
Oh God, I was thinking God of Light, Venom.
Venom.
God of Light.
I'll give it to you.
Sentry.
That is Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
The Professional.
The Professional. The Professional.
The Professional. It's not Leon.
I was thinking of it. Punisher.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. Okay.
The Demon's Head.
Demon. Ra's al Ghul.
The Daughter of the Demon.
Talia al Ghul.
The King in Black.
Venom.
Nope.
The King in Black.
Adjacent.
DC.
No.
The King in Black. Blade.
Null.
Okay.
The Living Weapon.
The Living Weapon. Wolverine.
No.
The Living Weapon. Pass.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. Oh, how have I not got that? Oh.
And finally, Breaker of Worlds.
Hulk.
There we go. Didn't do too bad. Couple of those let you down, but
Oh no.
I can already see the comments. This guy's not a true comic man. Fuck. Okay. And for our second and final game, we have which of these Marvel characters would Doctor Doom beat in a 1v1 fight?
Okay.
I'm going to put Doom V, basically, yeah? So, which of these Marvel characters would Doctor Doom beat in a 1v1 fight?
Random encounter.
This is just 1v1, whatever your
fine.
idea of 1v1 is.
Fine.
Okay, so Doctor Doom versus Spider-Man.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom versus Iron Man.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom versus Captain America.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom versus Black Panther.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom versus Captain Marvel.
Is this MCU or is this comics?
This is your
Okay, comics. Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom versus Vision.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom versus the Hulk.
If it's MCU,
no, it's your understanding of the character.
If it's the Hulk is the strongest story, so it's the Hulk.
You think Hulk? Okay, fine. Doctor Doom versus Sentry.
Sentry.
Doctor Doom versus the Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
Doctor Doom versus Adam Warlock.
Oh, Adam Warlock.
Doctor Doom versus Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Doctor Doom versus Hercules.
Hercules, just about.
Doctor Doom versus Hyperion.
Oh, Hyperion.
Doctor Doom versus Ghost Rider.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
Doctor Doom versus Thor.
Thor.
Doctor Doom versus Hela.
Hela, just about.
Doctor Doom versus Magneto.
Oh. Magneto, he could just crush him. He could turn the iron in his blood to kill him. We could do so many things to do.
You don't think Doctor Doom was prepped for that kind of thing?
Well, if it's
anyhow, Doctor Doom versus Doctor Strange.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom versus Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Doctor Doom versus Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror.
Doctor Doom versus Apocalypse.
Oh, that's a good one. Apocalypse.
And finally, Doctor Doom versus Thanos. There we go, guys. There we go. That wraps this episode, guys. Thank you so much, Chris, for coming and talking all things MCU. That was a fun little ranking list that we did. I know a lot of people have probably been rage baited by this, but guys, don't take it personally. It's just it's just an opinion. So, of course, Chris's social will be listed in the link below. Please do go over and give him a follow if you want to follow our adventures here and there. But of course, thank you as always, guys, for watching. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you very soon in the next episode of the Popcorn Podcast. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.